doing this for a few days. And I put it together from what was in the textbook plus what I know. Most of you who got really good grades probably got about 80% of that, or basically hit the high points anyway. So LTP is interesting because it's a kind of change that was postulated by Donald Head in 1949 to underlie this memory. He said there's some facilitation of a neural synapses going on. He called it a reverberating circuit. And this is the clearest experimental evidence. This isn't just hypothesizing. They stimulated, they recorded, and next time they recorded with the same stimulation, it wasn't the same as the first time. So, and you do it a few hours later, and it's not the same. It's already taken a permanent change. These guys didn't really figure it out. This Lomo guy could have been famous even before Goddard, McIntyre, and Leach discovered kindling. He could have had the kind of, this is the most impressive. He actually had electrophysiological evidence. He recorded that population spike was different. Goddard, McIntyre, and Leach just discovered that you keep on activating, and pretty soon the animal's behavior changes. And it's like a form of enduring change too. So, but this was the first really clear experimental evidence of enduring change in synaptic transmission that Donald Head had postulated. He suggested this was the basis of long-term memory. So LTP has two qualities that fit the type of synaptic change that Head suggested would underlie learning. It's reasonably permanent, and it occurs when both the pre- and postsynaptic neurons are simultaneously active. So he gives them the low first stimulation and then hits them after, and they've had a wake-up call plus the knockout, the really big excitement, and they're never going to be the same. So it's occurring with both pre- and postsynaptic simultaneously activity. This co-occurrence of activation is called Head's, or this need for co-occurrence is called Head's postulate for learning. So, so much effort has focused on using this type of preparation to study the neural basis of learning. Well, that's another 3 points, so you're up to 6 points now. You need another 4 points. And the question asked, delays and change that. Okay. Oh no. Okay, now. Okay. Okay, so the question asked. So yeah, I said using a simple diagram would aid in illustrating. So what is LTP? We did that. Why is it so interesting? And then describe a specific demonstration. And although some of this wasn't in your textbook, I added some of it in. Much of the effort is, LTP is often studied in the hippocampal slice preparation. Actually, Lomo discovered it in a live rabbit, but you can take and kill the animal and take a piece of the brain out, keep it alive, and demonstrate in a slice of the brain that has the hippocampus in it the same thing. And LTP has frequently been studied in terms of changes in the response of neurons in the granule cell layer, the hippocampal dentate gyrus. And that's what you see in that diagram up there. So this is where I'm telling you, where it could happen. The response of neurons in the granule cell layer, the hippocampal dentate gyrus, following intense high-frequency stimulation of the perforate path. The changes that are seen are increased amplitude of the population spike of the dentate granule cells to a single pulse. So, see the figure above, and we basically gave 4 points for good description, maybe bonus point if enhanced with a reasonable diagram like above. So I actually told the TAs they could give 11 points for this question if you got the diagram right. So it would be a bonus. Sometimes we're nice guys. So, was it worth coming for that answer? Should I put it on the exam?
No.
No. What if I already have made the exam? No, I haven't. I'm still working on it. And you don't have to do all the questions that are on the exam. You've got 6 questions and you can do 4 of them.
So 2 from each chapter here?
Yes. So there'll be 6 you have to do. So any other questions? You want to see the rest of them, don't you? But yeah, you can see kind of where I go with these questions. Have you got any others? Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. I just want to make sure there's some sort of possibly an error. We scheduled this room for an exam at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we have it until 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll leave
Obviously, I got
it.
60 students outside. If I got to move them, I got to.
Oh, okay, yeah,
That's okay.
we'll be out as soon as possible. Is there any other questions then? I didn't realize you had an exam coming in here. Well, thanks for showing up and good luck on the final. If you got other questions, I guess we can do them outside of the room.